Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 58 of Crystal Tea Knits. This is a knitting and cozy mystery podcast. My name's Tara. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when new content comes out on the channel. And if you're here just for cozy mysteries, usually at the end of the program. So if you look in the description area, it will tell you where to forward to. And we will start off with the knitting. So it's been since February since I have recorded because I have had a lot on my plate. I've had some dental issues. And my kids have had a lot of time off this year and last year. It's crazy the way the new schedules are. And I also adopted two puppies. One here and one here. Say hello, Scooby. So they are Havanese and Poodle mixes. This one looks more like a Havanese. That looks like more like a Poodle. They are the most adorable things in the world. They are super hyper and a lot of work, especially Scooby because he thinks he is a goat. So it's been quite a challenge trying to keep up with them. Okay, so let me start talking about the knitting part. So my friend Ashley had a baby, and I had to go to Michael's because all the Joann's have closed. It has been a nightmare. And the only thing at the Michael's by me, which stinks, it's the worst store in the world. The one in Portchester is so much nicer. My friends all live over there. I'm so jealous of them. The one over here is horrible. I just couldn't get to Portchester. So the only yarn I could find there that was halfway decent was Lion Brown Pound of Love. And oh my God, this thing was ginormous. Wait till you see what I have knit with this sweater. I am a little confused with the needle sizes and everything because I knit this in the beginning of the summer, maybe more like the end of the spring. And I had some very interesting things happen. So the first thing, this is the second thing I knit, actually. This is the boy sweater by Lisa Kramery. And again, this is Lion Brown Pound of Love Pastel Blue. So you knit the body in one size needle, and then you go up a size over here. I knit this originally for my son, Justin. I'm still knitting it in red. And I'm a little confused at what I did with the size needles. I'm going to say the body was a size 8 and then this was a size 10 needle, I think. I also, the actual pattern of the boy sweater, which I'll show you in a minute with the red one, is over here. It's actually like a kind of like a neck that flops over and then it has a couple buttons. I didn't want to do that with a baby because this is for a 6-month-old. I was scared of the baby choking on it. So I went looking through Ravelry, found some free pattern. I don't remember what the name of it was, just to find out the stitch count to start this. And then I just improvised after that. So I did a regular raglan increase till here. And then once I separated for the sleeves, I just did the boy's sweater exactly as it was written. And then another drama happened with the sweater. When I was knitting it, I didn't fasten off one of the sleeves. I thought I did, but I didn't. So when I went to show this to someone, little did I know it got caught in my bucket over here because I've been keeping my whips in this nice little bucket, and it unraveled to around like here, which wouldn't be hard if it was stockinette, but because it was the pattern, it was hard to figure out where I was. So I ended up ripping out the whole bottom of the sleeve, and then I re-knit the whole thing, and I'm praying I'm using the right needle. I don't know if I was using the right needle or not, especially when I did this. I'm not sure if I went, because in the pattern she says keep the needle size for the ribbing, and Yuri went up a needle size with the pattern. So I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that because I do my ribbing, it's very big. So I went back to the needle size of the body, I think. At least I'm hoping that's what I did. I don't know. And then I wasn't even sure what the bind off was. So I usually do a stretchy bind off. I wasn't sure if I did a regular bind off. I think they look alike. I don't know. I am very confused. Ashley, I'm sorry if I screwed this up. But other than that, it came out really, really nice. It's beautiful. And I hope it fits the baby. It was born in August. He was born in August. So I think 6 months would be good. I hope to God it's not too big on him. Because then it's going to be bad because then during the summer, he can wear it, and he's going to be too hot to wear this. And I got to sew that in. So here, I might as well show you the boy sweater that I knit Justin. So I finished the whole, I did do the collar in this. See, I don't even know what I did. Okay, so I am ready. So this is what the collar is going to look like. This is with Knit Picks Brava in the wine color. And okay, the pattern went to size 8. So I increased whatever the pattern from, I think it was 6 to 8. I added those stitches to make it a size 10 because my son is very large for an 8-year-old. Well, he's 7 right now, but he's 8, but he's taking like a size 9 clothing. So I think this is big enough. It actually fits my older son, which he won't wear anything, and he's 11. So I think it's kind of funny. It will definitely get a lot of wear. I made it long enough to fit my older son. And there's the pretty pattern. I don't know if you can see it. I love it. But this is what the collar looks like. And then you sew this in, and then you put buttons here. I just put little tabs just to see what it would look like. So, and then it folds over. It was really easy to do. And now I just got to do the sleeves. I'm actually a lot farther along than I thought. I wish I would have finished this because of my son had picture day tomorrow, has picture day tomorrow. And he could have worn this because it's so cold right now. All of a sudden it got cold. I don't know why it went cold. It was weird. It went from like we were in shorts to freezing. So he could have worn this. And I'm upset that I didn't finish it in time. But yeah, we're working on it. It will get there. So that's that one. Then, same yarn as this one. The Lion Brown Pound of Love Pastel Blue. This is the pattern from Mary Maximum. It is really, really handy. So if you have kids, this is great for the car seat. It's called a Carseat Blankie by Mary Maximum. And I used, what size needle was this? Of course, I'm not going to find it easily. I have my show notes over here. Do we even have it? Oh, there it is. US 8, 5mm. It's this beautiful, easy to memorize lace pattern. And so basically, you knit it in one piece, and then when you get over here, you bind off, and then you attach another ball of yarn. The original color I bought from Michaels was this beautiful multicolored yarn, and then it's been so long since I've knit this, I realized afterwards that it was too, what do you call it? It was too many colors, and I would have to have another ball of yarn to match it, and then they didn't have another ball in the same dye lot. It was this whole big thing, so I was like, just scrapped it. I'm going to make a big blanket out of it. So I think I ended up buying 5 skeins of yarn that were all different dye lot. It was a big mess at the Michaels by me. And I even went to the one in Portchester originally, and then when I started knitting, I realized I needed another skein of yarn, so I wasn't going to go back to Portchester. So that's how I ended up with this yarn. So I just made this. It was so simple to do. I ended up, the inside yarn, I just pulled that out, and I was able to knit this one little thing and on the side, and then you just attach it when you cast on some more sleeves. So you put the buckle in the middle over here, which is great. And it keeps it on the baby, and you don't have to worry about falling off when you're driving. It is a godsend, and I can't wait to give this to her. And I just love the lace. I love anything with lace. It's just so pretty. It is really dark in here. Let me see if I can do this. It's a little bit better, yeah. So that's pretty pattern. Hello. I love this blanket. And then I still had yarn left over. And I was like, why don't I just knit something for Justin? Because he actually asks for clothing from me, which I am in shock because Nikki never liked it. And I made this beautiful dinosaur sweater. It was so pretty. Never wore it. I forgot to put on Justin. Last year, I just happened to put it on him. He wouldn't take it off. So he is definitely knit worthy, and I'm so happy to knit stuff for him. Oh, this is in my Harry Potter Ravenclaw Lila Styles Me bag. I love this. So this is the last of the yarn from that. I'm hoping I have enough to get to the sleeves. Again, I just found out how much I had to cast on for a circular yoke and just kept knitting. And when I separate the sleeves, because I think that's be the end of this yarn finally, I'm going to add this one for the bottom half. I think I saw this in a pattern when I was looking for different size things. Again, it was only for babies. So again, I brought it up for an older kid. It is Soft Navy by Red Heart Super Saver. I tried to get the same yarn. Again, horrible micros by me. Could not find anything to match. So then I ended up with this. It feels about the same. I think he's going to like it. And I think they go pretty good together. So we will find out how that looks. I'm actually mad I didn't finish it. I don't know why I keep casting on sweaters and not finishing them. It's really weird. So I got that. Another thing I knit that I finished was the Felix cardigan. I love the Felix patterns. It's great. You do the raglan increases over here in lace, which, you know me, lace is my passion. And this was Big Twist Heather in the purple color. We went crazy, me and my knit group. We went to Joann's and we bought out anything that they had at Big Twist when they said they were closing. I was so upset. I love Big Twist yarn. And now they have it in Michael's, they have it in Mary Maxim, they have it in Hershires, they have it everywhere. And I was like, I did not need to buy this much yarn. So now I've got like so much of it just hanging out in my den. It's a little insane. And I haven't been buying yarn because I've got so much yarn in there now. So I got lots of sweater quantities. But I love this pattern. It's the second time I've knit it. The first time I did it, they asked for a smaller button band. I made it larger because it flips under. I mean, this one still flips under, not as much. And then I tried by slipping the first stitch of every row, thinking maybe that was. And then I ended up picking up the stitches one stitch in instead of on the slip stitch because it was making big holes. So I don't know if I would do it that way again or not. I don't know. It did come out beautiful. I did not do any decreases for the sleeves like she says. I wait to the end and I do a rapid decrease and then I do the ribbing. Because especially with a cardigan, you want big sleeves. But I'm wearing this constantly. It is so cozy. It's wonderful. The needle size is a US 10, I think. What is the... Let me see. Felix cardigan. Oh, the Felix cardigan by Amy Christopher, and it's a US 8 for the ribbing, 5mm, and US 10, 6mm for the actual body. It is wonderful. Even they have the pullover. I've knit the pullover a couple times. Actually, I've knit it in tweed twice. I would like to knit it in a solid, and I've knit this cardigan twice. I can't get enough of it. And I have this multicolored yarn that I have had for years. Like, I'm going to say about at least 10 years I've had these. I think I want to make it into this cardigan, even though it's going to be like stripey like, but it's just so cozy, so happy. And then the pretty lace over here. I can't say enough about this. Go knit yourself a Felix cardigan. It's amazing. Okay, my next thing, I'm trying to think what to do. Oh, this is another one. So, actually, no. All right, same designer. I finished this, so I might as well do the FOs. So this is the Salty Air Tee. I finished it. Again, this was the trip that I made to Joann's. So this is Big Twist Baby Bunny in the lavender colorway. US 3, 3.25mm for the ribbing, and US 4, 3.5mm for the body. This yarn was murder to knit. I'm not crazy about the drape. I haven't blocked it yet. I put it on. Hopefully when it blocks. Again, I don't know because it's acrylic kind of. It was a weird yarn. I don't know. I bought one other color thing that said anything that's a Big Twist we bought. I'm kind of, I don't know. And it's a green one I got for that one. But I mean, look, the lace is beautiful. You can see everything over there. It's just, I wasn't crazy knitting this. It took forever to finish because I was not enjoying knitting it. And I've knit this in a wool, so it's not the pattern. It was definitely the yarn. I would definitely knit this again in maybe a snip pick stroll or something. It is so beautiful, this pattern. And this one used very small needles in the actual pattern. I went up a size because of the type of yarn I was using. It was too tight when I was knitting it. I think I ended up knitting it in the 3rd size. Or maybe I did do the 4th size still. I don't know. I think I might. I know it fits me, so that's fabulous. Basically what I do when I knit sweaters a lot, I take them and I write down what the body count is. So I look what the needle size I used to knit a sweater and what the stitch count ended up being, and that's how I go by what stitch count to use to cast on the sweater. So whatever the end of the body ended up being, that's the one I'm going to knit. And I don't really go by my bust because I know what fits me perfectly, and that's been working out really well for me. So I did that with this. I figured out what needle to do, and then I just figured out what size to knit with stitch count. So, but it is beautiful. My kids have been on a rampage. I don't know why. They like touching my stuff. They broke my tripod. In fact, this is a little wonky because they broke the tripod. They broke the light to the tripod, which that's what I thought they originally broke. And then my basin, my husband got at. I'm like, what is going on? So like, I haven't been blocking anything because it's all weird shaped and everything. But I think I'm just going to suck it up and start blocking because I would like to wear this. It might be a little too cold. Maybe I could put it underneath the sweater because it does go together. And it kind of with the lace, it would look nice together. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But it would be nice to wear because I finished it. It's been sitting on my dining room table for I don't know how long. It's insane what I've been doing. All right. So the next one is, by the way, that was a Salty Air Tee by Samantha Gurin. And then this is also by Samantha. This is the Bonfire Tee. And this, I was originally on knit socks with this yarn. And then I bought gray. I was like, I need just a plain gray sweater. I need just a plain black sweater. I don't really have a lot. And I was like, let me see what I can do. And then I was like, I just don't want a dark gray sweater. I like light gray better. So I was like, this looked nice as color work. So I'm glad I did. It came out beautiful. It's just you're using really small needles for this. You're using a US 3.25 millimeter for the ribbing, and then the body is a US 4 3.5 millimeter. And then for the color work, I went up a needle size and used a US 5 3.75 millimeter. So it's beautiful. I can't wait to finish it. It's just basically loads of stockinette, which I got. I was been doing this at baseball games, and I haven't been going to the baseball games this fall because Justin wanted a break from it because he was just like, I'm sitting here, it's freezing, why are we going to these games? And I agreed with him, so I've been staying home with him instead of going to the games, so I haven't really been knitting on this too much. And it was Knit Pick Stroll in the Dogwood Heathers, this beautiful pink, and then the bottom is ash. And I love Knit Pick Stroll. It is the softest, most wonderful yarn. It just comes out so pretty. Color work is a dream in it. It just so nice, and it just feels so soft against your skin. I highly recommend it. And it's in my I Love Lucy bag. I think it's by Freight Thread, I think. All right. So since I'm on a sweater kick, let me do another sweater for you. I cast this one on. This is Knit Picks Brava 500 in the Peacock colorway. Look how big this ball is. I think it was on sale, really, like a crazy sale. And I ended up buying 4 skeins of this, which is a little insane. But I think I have enough for like 2 sweaters, possibly 3. It matters how much I use this for. And I am knitting. This is all tied up because I've been putting it in this bucket because it's so big I don't have a bag to put it in. This is Wild Horse by Jessica McDonald, and it is being knit with a US 7 4.5 millimeter, and then the button band is going to be US 5 3.75 millimeter. So I am using, what are these? These are the carbon needles from Knitter's Pride. It is such a pretty thing. I'm seeing where this is the outside. Look at that detail on the raglan. Can you see? Oh, come on. They had to break my light. It keeps going dark. I'm so sorry about the light here. But can you see it there? It's got like a pearl in between. It's so pretty. I can't wait to wear this. I'm really just in a cardigan thing, so I just like to chuck them on when I'm going for the school pickup line, because now with Justin being in Highview, it's such a long line. You're standing out there for like 30 minutes to sometimes even 40 minutes. It's crazy, that line. So I'm glad I have something nice and warm to wear when I'm standing out there, because you can't even like go sit in the car and wait till you have to sign them out because the line gets crazy. And if you don't get there by like 3:15, the parking's insane. And it's just a big, big nightmare. So I just need something warm to stand in that line. And Nikki gets out of school about a half an hour before Justin does. So it's like a real nightmare. It doesn't take that long to get there. And some parents get there before 3. It's crazy. So they're standing in that line for almost an hour. I don't know how they do it. But they don't put the sign up out, so we can't sign out. So we have to stand there. And we can't. It's so stupid. The whole thing's just ridiculous. I don't know. They really got to get a better system. But I am not looking forward to the winter this year. It's going to be horrible. This yarn. Okay. So the next thing is in my Joji Locatelli bag. And it is a Joji Locatelli pattern. It is, what is the name of this one? I love this one so much. I don't know why I have not finished this. Because again, it is my favorite yarn. Why am I not finding this? I know it's on here. It's been such a long time since I've knit. Oh, there's the Arco Iris by Joji Locatelli. Arco Iris. It's Knit Pick Swish, the Heather Hayes colorway. And what I love about this is the ribbing. Is this upside down? Oh, I did do... Seriously, what is wrong with me that I'm not finishing these sweaters? I did do the top. Look at that. I did it. So why am I not finishing these? I just got to do the sleeves. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous. I hope it straightens out though when I block it. I don't know why it's so like kind of wavy like. Look how pretty that is. And I just left the V shape in the front. It's going to be so pretty when it blocks out. And then it's on the bottom too. And I think the reason why I haven't finished this one and done the sleeves is because I'm going to do the sleeves the way they're written, because I think they go to here instead of go all the way down. And I don't want them big and fluffy. And then you have that beautiful ribbing with the cable at the bottom of it. So I think that's why I haven't finished it. But come on, this is ridiculous. This has been sitting there since, I'm going to say the spring, maybe? I don't know. It's so pretty. I can't wait to wear it. And this is another yarn. I think it's just Stroll and Swish. They're different brands, but I think they're the same yarns. They feel the same. It's so wonderful on your skin. It's very stretchy feeling. I knit another sweater in black because I had to do a funeral. And I needed some, I don't wear black. So I was like, I wear the sweater a lot, which is shocking skin. I don't like black. And I just love the feel of it on my skin. So I highly recommend this one too. It's so pretty. Oh my God, I can't wait to wear this. It's all wrinkled though. I can't wait to block it too. Yeah, on the bottom it's doing that. I hope it blocks out nice. Weird. Maybe because it's ribbing and cables that it does that. I don't know. And I didn't do a stretchy bind off with this. I did regular bind offs, I think, with this one. Because I hope I did. Yeah, I did regular binds. I thought the stretchy one would make it look too, make it too bulky, the bind off, I felt like. So, it's done. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I'm telling you. I gotta finish these things. It's insane. Hopefully, we'll have one of these sweaters done by the time you see me next time. We are hoping. We don't know. All right, I'm going to show you two things that I am going to frog now. So this one was very depressing. I knit this all, not last summer, the summer before. I crocheted it. It's a crocheted bag. It's the Rhythm Tote by, sorry, everything's all crazy over here. Rhythm Tote by Kathleen Berreview? That doesn't seem right. I don't know. Look at my show notes. As I type stuff, my phone changes it. It was a whole thing today. But I was crocheting, and for some reason, I don't know why this is happening with me, but when I crochet, and you know when you start a row and you end the row, if you're not, you have to do the you have to slip stitch it and then chain one. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I was decreasing a stitch every time I did it, because when I had it out, it's supposed to look like that, and then all of a sudden it just started making this line. See? It's going like that. It shouldn't do that. It should be straight up the front. So I'm literally done with this bag, and I realized it when I was ready to finish it off, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to rip out the whole thing, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knit in the round, because I've knitting a origami thing, origami I think it's called, I don't know, a wobbles kit for my son. I'm crocheting, not knitting, but I keep going round and round and round, and you get away with it with that. So I'm going to try that with this instead of doing that chain and everything, because it's just not, only time I think I would do it is where the stripe starts and ends. But it's really weird that it kept doing that. I've crocheted before. I never had this problem. And it is so hard to see. I am so sorry about the lighting, guys. If I have this open, it's going to be blinding you. It's really weird, the lighting in here right now. I don't know what to do. I really wish I had my tripod. But I wanted to film this so I could show you the stuff before I give it to Ashley. Plus, I like to put some of the stuff away because it's just hanging out in my dining room for the past couple of months. So, yeah, this is going to get frogged, unfortunately. It's Knit Picks. What is it called? Curio number 3, Eggplant and Comfy. And I used a hook size 3mm. I'm going to try it again. I think I'm going to go to right here and then just go in the round. And then when I have a change of color, then I'll do the slip stitch thing and then go in the round till I have to do the next color change so that they're even. I'm going to see if that works. I don't know. It's very annoying. It took me forever to crochet this. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the small crochet needles. I'm used to doing worsted weight yarn. So it's very depressing. And I think this is Fate's thread bag too. It's been a long time. I don't know. My other thing I am going to rip out and frog. This is in a Molly Klein design bag. And it is the Musselburgh hat by Untitled Chapter. Everyone keeps going crazy about it. Do I want to rip it out? I keep going back and forth if I want to rip it out or not. It's very simple to do. I just feel like it's very blah. I mean, I made it with striping too. So I'm using Into the World, the Pink Elephant colorway. And it is a US 2 3.5mm. I know a lot of people like knitting this because it's just stockinette going round and round. It's like a big sock. I don't know if I'm gonna wear it though. I mean, it's my colors and everything. It's very pretty. Maybe if it was a solid or speckled yarn, I would want to do it more. I don't know if I should just finish it or if I should rip it out. I was going to rip it out. Now I'm looking at it. I'm like, do I want it or not? It looks really small too. I don't know. The instructions were a little weird trying to figure out what size to knit to. I like it better when the designer actually writes down knit to the size for the size head. And she didn't do that. She's like, it's a guessing game, basically. So I don't know if I did it right or not. That's the bottom of it, or the top of it. And then it just basically looks like a big tube. And then you bind off and decrease the same way you increased over here. And then you fold it inside out, and then it's a hat. I don't know. I'm still thinking, I think I'm going to end up getting rid of this hat. I really do. Because I am not crazy about it. It's very blah to me. Okay. Oh, this is the origami kit I was talking to you about. So this is the Warden from Woobles in Minecraft. Basically what happened is my oldest son's best friends bought kits and they were asking me to teach them how to do it. I was like, okay. So I ended up buying 3 kits, one from me, one from each of my son. And then no one came up to learn how to do it. So I started doing it just to see what it looks like. So I'm pretty much almost done with this. I just don't enjoy doing these type of things. And I do want to buy more of them for him because he loves Minecraft, Justin. But I don't know. And then I think I was annoyed because like you could see the stuffing in there. And I'm using the crochet hook they told you to use. And also it's very slow going because you're looking at the tutorial. They don't have a written pattern out, so you have to follow the tutorial. And a lot of it's like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Let's go. Let's go. And you're just, aggravated by the end of it because it takes so long if you know what you're doing. So I'm not really a fan of them. I don't know. But they do make really cute things. They have like Batman, Harley Quinn. They have Harry Potter characters. So part of me wants to do them. Part of me is like, I'm just not into making these things. So we will find out if I finish. I should finish it because I got 3 more. I think I have the creeper and a pig maybe. And then they had a dragon. I do want to get him the dragons. I love dragons. Even if it's just for me. I love them. But I don't know. I even have a fox kit. Not from this, but something else. I never knit it. I don't know. They'll probably get it when they're 20 years old. 3, I'm going. I don't know. So the next thing I cast on was the Pebble Beach Shawl. Second time I'm trying to knit this. It's me. It is not Helen Stewart. She is the most amazing designer. She is my idol. I love her. Everything about her, I love her. And I am using a Daisy Girl bag for fall. And this is Miss Babs, the Gradient Set Carmen. And it's all these beautiful colors. Basically, it starts out with purple, and it's going to end up becoming like a grayish, bluish, grayish green like color. So I'm basically, I think there's 6 colors, and I divide it. So I'm doing 20%. The great thing about Helen Stewart, she actually writes like what the percentage of yarn you use. So I'm thinking about just going to every 20% till I finish this up. And when I first knit it, I did the same pattern that Helen Stewart did. The increases were very tight with this yarn. And I don't normally like the crescent moon shawls because they have that increase that you end up doing 6 increases. You end up doing a yarn over and then purl, yarn over, purl, no, knit, purl, knit, I think it is, through the yarn over, and it just drives me crazy. So I think what I was doing was I was yarning over on both sides, and then I did a knit, or maybe I did yarn over, knit, and a purl in the yarn over, and then I did a increase, like 1 stitch over, I think I did. I didn't write it down, and I'm very mad because I stopped doing it, and now I don't remember what I was doing. I might have to rip it out again. This is the second time I've done this shawl. But it's so pretty. I mean, it's just all these beautiful yarn overs. And it's going to be lovely once I get it done. It's just I got to remember to, I guess got to knit on this thing till it's done so I remember what I did. Because it is, what I did made it much more stretchy. This was very taut when I did it the first time. It was horrible. So we will see if I pick this up and start doing it. I think I got to have my mind set, like, we're going to finish it and that's it. So I don't think I'm going to be knitting on it anytime soon. And what stinks is she came out, she's doing a cowl right now, and I want to do it so badly, but I already have this shawl on the needle. I have all this stuff to knit. I got to get rid of some things. It's insane in my house right now. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you, this is really cute. This is in a kitchen sink bag. Alice in Wonderland, and this was really cool. This is going to be a project bag, and I got pretty far. I don't know why I stopped. Oh, I think because it's going to be baubles, and I don't like knitting them, so I got to the patterns almost done now, and I think I got to get to that part. I just was like, ugh, and I put it away. But the yarn is by Heidi and Lana, and the pattern is by them. It's called the Portage Bag. And it's this cute little bag. It has a leather strap. It kind of looks like, oh my God, what were the bags I used to be obsessed? Fringe bags. It looks like a fringe bag, but knitted. That's what it's going to look like. So look how pretty that is. So I just got a little bit more to do. And I've really just got to persevere and finish this because it's going to be a really pretty bag. And then the other thing that's probably slowing me down is then I got to sew the lining in. I don't like sewing. I may be bugging my friends to help me with that part. I don't like it. But this bag is so beautiful. I'm going to use it all the time. I was actually kind of debating on getting some more yarn from her and make it in blue as well. But I think I'll just do it with the pink, the purple, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I was like, the sewing part. Yeah, I like that they had the kits too. So you bought the yarn separate and then you had the kit to finish it off that she sells in the shop. I don't know if she's still selling it, but it was really nice that you could do that. I love that. And I used a US 4 3.5 millimeter with that. And it was the Heidi and Lana Homestead and DK in the lavender colorway. And she had kits there. I don't know if she still has the kits or not. It's a really nice pattern. It's just the sewing part's going to kill me. I think that's why I keep putting off finishing it. Then this is a bag, which I crocheted and did not have a problem with. I designed this. And it came out fine. No crazy kooky swirl. I don't know why that happened. Maybe because it was single crochet and this is not single crochet. I don't know. I haven't designed a name for this. I don't know if I'm going to write it out because I'm not really a crochet pattern writer. And I think I increased a little bit more than I should have. And I just did math in my head and everything. I don't know if I'm going to write it up. But I'm making 2 of these. So I finished this one. It's out of Knit Picks Dishy. And it's the Herb Garden and Ash colorway. And the one I am currently still crocheting on. Oh, good. I have the needle in here. Oh, thank God. That's the other thing I hate about crochet. You lose the needles and then you're like, what needle am I using? And then this one is in Knit Picks Dishy White. And the pink and whitish color is Dream House. So I got that far. I am almost done with this. Another thing, just gotta do. I think I was trying to do this in just single crochet, and then I ended up not liking it. So I ripped the whole thing out and decided to do the same exact thing. Because when I was originally doing it, until I did the handles, it looked kind of weird. And then as soon as the handles went on, it came out perfect. It's beautiful. And it holds a lot of stuff because I have been using it. So I think that's why I stopped doing it and I took it apart and everything. I'm insane. So, what are these my socks? Wait, where's the socks? Oh no. Oh, they're there. Okay. I have 2 pairs of socks here that I want to show you. So, let me see where oh, they're there. Okay. So this is the first one I'm going to show you. Now we're all in sock mode. Okay. So this is the Zen socks. This is a pattern I designed. It is now on Ravelry. It is Knit Picks Felici in the Zen colorway and the lavender from Stroll. Or is Lavender Mist? I don't know. But it's all my socks are knit on a US 1 2.25 millimeter. And that's what they look like. So I finally finished those. And I can start wearing them because now I showed it to you. Yes. These have been sitting here. I've been dying to wear these. I'm going to put them in my sock box. Okay. So the next one I'm going to show you is a pattern I just designed. I haven't been released it because I haven't taken pictures of it because I'm insane. But I have it. It's been done. It's written. The testers have knit it. I just, again, between the kids, my mom, and the dogs now, it's a lot. I'm just not motivated to do anything. I just take care of everyone. So I think I got to start doing, everyone keeps telling me I got to start doing stuff for myself, but I'm just like, how? I don't get these mothers to do, it's me time. I'm like, how? When? Like, I'm too busy taking care of everyone. Again, I do take care of my mother, so that adds more stress, but I don't know. But these are the game day socks. And they're so pretty. It's on the Lisa colorway from Felici of Knit Picks, and then the pucker is my coordinating colorway. I had 3 skeins of the Lisa colorway. So, sorry, it's a little wonky. After I take pictures of this, I am going to wear this as well. I didn't put the pink toe because I love the rainbow. And originally I think I had it starting with the blue, then it went to the purple, then it went to the pink, and it was too pinky. And you didn't see the rainbow as much, so I really just wanted to have as much rainbow going as possible in these. And then I had enough yarn left over. I just made it to knit a pair of socks for Justin. I just gave him a plain, ordinary, vanilla pair. He actually now fits in the same exact size sock as me, which I don't understand because he has smaller feet, but when he put those socks on, they fit him perfectly. So I just knit him the same exact sock. And this is what I had left over. I just made it a little bit shorter. So I made the same length, 56 stitches, everything. And I used electric blue from Stroll for the heel, toe, and cuff. And that's what I've been knitting on my waiting to get through the school line. Oh, that line. It's a nightmare. So I bring that with me and I've been knitting on it. This is a little hard to knit with this yarn, so I've been caking it up. The next skein I caked up to see if it was easier to knit on. And I put on this really cool thing for Twice Sheared Sheep, which I'll show you in a minute. But these are Justin's socks now. And he will be happy because now he can wear them. So we got that going. And that is pretty... I have not knit any other socks. It's sad. It is very sad. When I tell you, I haven't really been knitting this year. And I've been starting and not finishing things. It's been crazy. So I think the last thing I have to show you, I'm pretty sure... Yes, this is the last thing I have to show you for knitting. Is something I just cast on for the pickup line. It's the Sanderson Sister yarn from Knit Picks Felici. I am not even sure what colorway this. Oh, wait. Maybe. No, that's Felici. No, I don't know what colorway this is. I think we were between Duchess Heather or Paisley Heather. I want to say it's Paisley Heather. This, and I'm doing this for the cuff, toes, and heel. And what I did was, this is from Twice Sheared Sheep. I am also an affiliate, so if you look down in the down bar, there is a link that you can order the Swift. It is really cute. It's a pretty design on it. It's called a yarn carousel, and basically you hold the strap, and then you just knit. What I was originally doing was, I had the yarn like this in here, and it would get caught up and tied up a lot when I was trying to knit in the pickup line. And I had a strap attached to this, my Sanderson bag, also from Molly Klein Design. And it was getting annoying. So I was like, let me see if I cake this up and I use this. I know this is easy to knit with online. So I'm just going to be throwing this in my bag when I go for pickup from now on. Because it's just easier. Look at that. And you just knit and it turns. And it doesn't get caught like it was. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. I thought about this a couple of weeks ago when I was like, when I finished that pair, I was like, let me cast this on. And I haven't been knitting lately on the pickup line because it's just, I have a lot of issues with this line. I really do. All the other schools, you just go in there, you sign out, and then you walk wherever you want. You do whatever you want. You can talk to people. This one, you're like in a cattle. You're waiting in line for the slaughter. It's horrible. And you're standing there forever. So that is the end of my knitting. Yes. So I have showed you everything. I can frog those two things that I could frog. Okay. So now on to the books. So, what I'm going to do to make this easy is I'm doing this by grouping, because I've actually been reading a lot of series trying to get to the book. Kensington's so nice. They've been sending me arcs. So I'm OCD. I have to read it from the beginning of the series to get to the in order to read the last book of the series. So I've been going and reading them all in order. It's been a lot, but I've been really enjoying it. Some of these are really great series. But these two are series I have been reading for quite some time. One of my favorite series in the whole entire world, Krista Davis, and is the Diva Poaches Bad Eggs, the Domestic Diva Mysteries. This was so good. It was like a murder mystery. She now no. All right, in the beginning of the series, a lot of mysteries were happening to her. She was finding dead bodies. So now people in the town are coming to her saying, I have a mystery. Can you solve it? So this interior decorator, that's what it's called. Interior decorator. She's redoing a house. Her partner got killed, and she's afraid for her life. So she's hiding out, and she asks, can you help me? So Sophie and her little gang, a Scooby gang, they like to call themselves sometimes, go and they try to solve the problem. I love this series. It's just so entertaining. The characters are so lively. They're meshed well together. It's just a fun time had by all. I highly recommend starting the series. It's the best. The next one is A Tea by the Sea Mystery by Vicki Delaney. Tea with Jam and Dread. This one is actually interesting because it's not the typical one from the series. And what I've been liking the last few books, she's been giving a little teaser for the next novel. So in the last one, when they ended, she's like, oh, we have to go to England. So this is when they go to England. And the gardener that worked there at the Tea by the Sea, he went back to his regular job during the year. It's winter and everything. So he went over to England to work. And so she's excited that she's going to get to see, what's her name again? Lily. So Lily's excited she's going to get to see her boyfriend. And she brings her grandmother to see, because she used to work in this big British manor for the lady of the county and everything. So she went there, and it's her 90th birthday or 100th birthday. I think maybe 100th birthday. I don't know. She's really old. And they were doing a birthday party, so she invited some servants that from the olden days to come see. And then there was a murder, and they stole the jewels and everything. So they end up going crazy trying to figure out who the murderer was to help solve the mystery for the grandmother's ex-boss, who they end up becoming friends. And I have a feeling that she's going to be in the next book. I am very excited about that, because again, they gave a little tease, so I'm excited. We'll see what the next book is going to come. But this was good. Usually when they go away for the vacation, I don't like it because the cast isn't there and it's only like a couple people. But this one, they had most of the cast, and it was very entertaining. It was very funny at sometimes. Great book. All right, so for the Cozy Mystery Book Club that Angela Hart runs, which I have been a member of 5 years. I can't believe it's been 5 years. The February book read was a book I've been dying to read. It's A Lady's Guide to Etiquette and Murder by Dan Freeman. It's kind of like a Downton Abbey meets Murder, She Wrote type of thing. And actually, there is a scene in Downton Abbey. You know the part when Lady Mary sleeps with the Count and he ends up dead in her bed? They had that scene in here, and it was like so funny. I'm like, that's Downton Abbey. That's the Downton Abbey scene. And I was like, after that, I was hooked. It was such a good thing. And so basically, I'll tell you what happens in the first book, and I'll show you the rest of them. But so she's married to this guy. He's a horrible man. He just married her for her dowry. She has a kid with him. He basically sends her to the country, and you're stuck in the country forever. He passed away, and he was in his mistress's bed, and the wife has to help move. The mistress goes to her to help her move the guy out of her bed into the wife's bed. And then the guy that's there, that's helping them, is her best friend's brother, which she doesn't really know. So she tries to avoid, after that, she tries to avoid him. And then a year later, she's finally like, I'm moving out of my husband's house. I'm getting my own house in London. I'm fed up of living in the countryside. So they move out, and guess who's living next door? The guy that helped her with the husband. And then someone tells them that the husband was murdered. So then they're getting investigated, and that she murdered him, but she didn't murder him. So it was this whole big thing, but it's really fun, really cute, very funny. And that's the first one. The next one is A Lady's Guide to Gossip and Murder. And her sister comes into this one, and she's helping her sister with it's like a Bridgerton book. She has to get married. She's helping the sister get married. So that's what this one's about. Then the sister is engaged in A Lady's Guide to Mischief and Murder, and they're at a country estate just right before the sister's wedding in this one. And then this one was very interesting. A Fiance's Guide to Murder, to First Wives and Murder. Basically, this crazy woman from the Tsar comes in and says that she's a legitimate daughter of the Tsar, and she says, I'm married to your fiance. And she doesn't even know who she's married to. She's not married to him. But now they're stuck trying to help her find her husband, and then have to solve the murder as well. So this one was very entertaining, because it was just so like, what? And everyone thinks that this guy is married to her, and she's like, I'm not married to her. And the whole town is talking about that they're married, and they're not. It's hysterical. So I'm on the 5th one of that one. I'll be reading that one soon. This one, oh my God, so good. I'm dying for the next book. I read these in 3 days. A Trinket for the Taking by Victoria Laurie, and A Murder in the Making. What I loved about these books is magic in them. And it isn't like that overdue fantasy where it's like, oh, it's not believable and every little detail is described. It was just so well written. Like, I can't even go into like how much I enjoyed this. And, usually when you get the second book after the first one's really good, you're like, no. I devoured it, and it's like twice the size of this. Not really twice the size, but it's a lot bigger. And I couldn't stop reading it. And now I'm dying to read the next one. Unfortunately, it's going to be another year before it comes out. But she basically is... Oh, you know what this is like? This is like Court of Thorn and Roses. Yeah, this is like Court of Thorn and Roses, but as a cozy mystery. So there's a murder in it. That's exactly what this is, because you got the Fae, you got living forever, you've got magical creatures, you got wizards. It's just so good. So if you like Court of Thorn and Roses and you like cozy mysteries, definitely recommend this series. That is the best way to explain this. And she's basically, fairies can turn other regular people into fairies, and he's the head of the fairies. Is like 6 tribal councils throughout the world, and they turn them, and they live for hundreds and hundreds of years. And she's the mistress of this guy, but he won't get married because he's married to another tribal leader, but they hate each other. And then all of a sudden she meets this detective, and she ends up falling for him, and she has to find a murder because a trinket is missing. A trinket is kind of a magical object, so it's like your phone is there, you're looking at it, and then it actually has a magical property. So it looks like a normal object, but it has a magical property to it, so it can help you with your life or anything. There is a scene in, I think it was in this one, with a snake in a graveyard. Oh my God. I was at the edge of my seat, like, reading this. It was so well described. I'm doing a horrible job probably describing it as well, but all these books are so well written. You're really brought into it. It's a lovely romance slash mystery slash fairies and mystical properties. It's so much fun. Read this if you like Court of Thorn and Roses. That's what it reminded me of when I was reading it. Sorry, Scooby. The books are like sitting on top of him. All right, this is another cute series. It's a Cyclist's Guide to Crime and Croissants by Anne Clary. And A Cyclist's Guide to Villains and Vines. So basically she owns, let me see. Her backstory is someone died, her best friend died, and she realized that she's wasting her life in an office. So she ends up buying a cyclist guiding tour thing in France where they go cycling, and she gives tours of France. And the family that basically, that she, her mother's best friend, that she lived on the property. They were rich and they were poor. And she's always like looked in and seen how this family was, and she doesn't have a father or anything. So like this family, they can't understand why she left because they think of her more as a daughter than anything. And so they come to visit her, and then the father ends up getting murdered, and she has to figure out who the murderer is. And then they're like, well, come home. And she's like, no, I want to do this. And then this one of her people on the trip ends up passing away. This was a lot of fun too. I mean, I've read so many good books this year. It's insane. And I found so many new series that were just fun. Speaking of which, this one. This is fun because it's a Halloween town. And they're just... she owns a bookshop in the Halloween town. Her grandfather owned it, and basically her mother got pregnant when she was 16, and the grandparents raised her. So she's like almost the same age as her uncle, and the uncle wants to sell the bookstore, and he's having a fit that she has the bookstore and that he doesn't know that she owns it. So it's called Mayhem at Halloween Wedding. No, the first one is Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop by Emmeline Duncan, and then Mayhem at the Halloween Wedding by Emily Duncan. So the uncle doesn't know she owns it, and she keeps thinking, do I deserve this? Should I be this? And then she finds out in this book that she is adopted by them. And then she has to, they're doing this big book signing. She's trying to do these festivals for the Halloween town with books, and she has the authors come in and everything, and they sign books. And she's trying to prove herself to her family. And then, of course, at the signings, always someone ends up getting killed. But it was really cute because it's a whole Halloween-themed town and everything. It was just so cute. I love this series. And then this series is a little bit more dramatic. It's, I guess it's kind of like Downton Abbey a little bit. Not really. It's the upstairs and downstairs. That's where it'd be, like upstairs and downstairs. Basically, Agatha Christie and her staff. So the parlor maid, no, the housekeeper of Agatha Christie solves the murders. And Agatha's always like, oh, you have to solve the murder. And then she's writing down all the information. And what's cool is she takes Agatha Christie's books and weaves them into a whole new story, that the housemaid is actually solving the murder for the Agatha Christie book, and then Agatha Christie takes the information and forms the actual novel that later is written. So this is called Murder at Mallory Hall by Colleen Cambridge. A Trace of Poison by Colleen Cambridge. Murder by Invitation Only. And Murder Takes the Stage. This one was cool because they went to London and they were doing the play. I think they were doing Black Coffee, or they were going to do Black Coffee. Or they already did Black Coffee and they're doing a different one. And she has to solve the murder before so they can open the play. And I've got one more book in this series that I'm going to probably read this month. So I'm very excited about finishing it. Sometimes it could be a little drawn out, but I really enjoyed it. And it was really cute. And she's so prim and proper, this woman. And she's like, she fights with the butler and everything. And the chauffeur she fights with also. And it's really funny how she always like puts him in his place. And he's just like loves like, you know, nudging her. Anything to make fun of her. And then he got a dog and she hates dogs. And he makes the dog keep running after her and everything as a joke. It's just so funny. All right, so the last book I'm going to show you. Actually, wait, do I want to? Okay, there's two series I'm going to show you. I haven't read this one yet, but I've read the other ones in it. It's called Pride and Prejudice and Potions. Basically, there's 3 or 4 authors that have come together and they've wrote these books. And it's like, I think it's going to be like a 12-book series. So the first one was Lizzie's story. Second one was Bingley's sister, Catherine. So it was Lizzie, Catherine. I just read Mary's. Mary's was really good because it was, it had werewolves in it and everything. And originally I was like, okay, Mary, like, how much are you really going to write? No, she reads books. But it was really good. They bring her out her shell, and the family owns a potion bakery type of thing. So they have potions in it. And then the father is a fairy who's dying, and that's why they're losing their money and everything. And so they have all the characters from all the Austen novels living in Austen Town, I think it was called. And it's really cute. They're very, very short books. And they're just like a fun read. You know, they're not the most thrilling things, but they're really cute. I liked the Mary story the best so far. I thought that one was really well done, and I didn't expect to like it. The next one is Kitty's Story. I haven't read this, by Laura M. Drake. Oh, no, I'm not going to show it. Dang it. So, again, it's Pride and Prejudice and Potions. It will be down in the... It's called Jane Austen Cozy Mystery. And then the next book, I'm not crazy about this one. This is called Secondhand Spirits by Juliet Blackwell. This is from Cozy Mystery Book Club that we're reading this month. I'm not... Oh, this one you can see better. It's not as blown out, is it? Can you see it? So I hate reading these. I like reading books so I can show you guys better. The cover's cute in this. There is a pig goblin in it. It's a little weird. Oh, you woke up? You woke up? Yeah, you woke up. Yeah. Yeah. Say hi, Shadow. Say hi. Huh? Yeah. So it has as a familiar in it. They're in San Francisco, and she keeps telling you how bad San Francisco is. So I'm not really that much of a fan of it. I like witchcraft. I love witchcraft, obviously. I love Trinket. But it was just... is not my cup of tea, this book. I'm at 100 pages to the end, and I just haven't been really interested in it. So I don't know if I really recommend this particular book. But again, I'm reading it for the Cozy Mystery Club. Usually they're spot on with their books. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. There is like a demon in it at one point. We haven't really found out information on it, so we will hopefully find out, but I'm not recommending this one. I was not crazy about this one. The other ones are fabulous. But okay, so that is it. I do have a few more books, but if I talk about all the books I read this year, it's going to be out of control. I think I'm out of my 70 mark. I'm at 60 something. So I've read a lot of books, as you can see, and there's a lot more. I'll try to put those in the next episode so I can catch up on every single book I've read. But yeah, and hopefully this Christmas I'm going to get to read. Last Christmas I did not read anything. I was very aggravated by that because I had about like 10 books I wanted to finish, and I was like, oh, I'll read it into January. It's fine. It's Christmas. I didn't read anything in December or January. Nothing. Like right now I'm not really knitting too much, and now I feel like I've been reading a lot more than knitting. So I'm hoping I could read the books. I think there's like 3 or 4 books I have to read to get to the next book in each series. And once I get there, I can read the Christmas one. So that's what I'm focusing on next month, is reading the book before the Christmas book. And then I can finally read these Christmas books. And I've got actually like a pile in my bedroom of the books that I'm going to read next. And I have to finish Kitty's story and that one. Yeah. And I've been getting a lot of the arcs for the Pride, Prejudice, and Potions, which again is a really cute series. It's different. It's Laura Drake wrote the Lizzie story in that one. I forgot who the other 2 authors were. And it's really good because there's different authors writing it, and they're not really, you can't really tell that they're different authors writing each book. They're really simpatico, so it's good. So, yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you soon again. It's hard to record, especially with my equipment being broken. I am so sorry about the dark lighting in this. Hopefully it's not too dark. But I will see you guys next time. Bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe.